Okay, so we will sing and pray. Let's go ahead and do our hymn first. How's that? Or is someone else playing today? You're Brian? Nice.
I'm doing it.
You're conducting?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And there's no hymnal again. For some reason, just this class period only ever has one hymnal. But that's okay. We'll just have you, you can just kind of look up here and do it.
Okay.
And everyone will do it with you.
Okay.
That's okay. But I'll be kind of watching you so I can give you some tips if you need.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have another hymnal. Okay, we'll pull out a stand. Yes, hymn 6. Take that one. Okay, so we've got another, and this is Casey. That just came in. I'm just helping her roll.
I'm Casey. I just got married on Friday.
She did. She got married in the middle of a semester.
Don't do that.
So brave.
Don't do that.
Good. Okay. Almost. Okay, so we have a pickup note on beat 4. Okay, so everybody stand up. Pickup note on beat 4. Now one thing that I've been seeing a little bit is that when we give a pickup beat, a lot of people are giving a pickup beat like this. But then the issue is, that was beat 3, now where do you go for beat 4? Even more. So what you really want to do is go out. So get your arms straight, kind of straight in front of you. Go straight out. Yes, even more out. Yes. The pickup beat is so big because that's what brings everybody in together, right? And if anyone has played the piano in church, you know that it's really stressful when the conductor doesn't know what they're doing because people just start singing and you just gotta start playing. It's just a mess. So just do a big re-D. Is that what we're singing?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Woo. Okay, so first verse, we're going to sing alto all together. Second verse, we are going to sing tenor.
Nope.
It's okay. I'm just going
Surrounded by
to
people that don't know alto.
I'm going to be singing. You'll hear me, I promise.
Okay.
Believe me. Okay. So, and then remember in the middle of the verse, this is another big one I keep seeing. When you get to the last note of all the verses, just stop.
Okay. And then pick up.
Yes, and then you pick up again. So you either pick up, so you stop and then either breathe and pick up again, or you stop and you can do like a little cut off at the end if you want. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It just, really just get to the last beat and just go like this. That's what I do. Da, re, D. Does that make sense? Okay? And so I even just put up my hand when she plays the last note. So I sit and
Okay.
smile, and then she plays the last note and I go like this. Re, D. So clear. Everyone can see it.
Okay.
Yes? And this is 4 beats a measure, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get down here. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So second line down is what we're singing, the alto. The second dot. Redeemer of Israel, our only delight, on whom for a blessing we call, our Thank you, thank you. We're singing for the whole building. They're so lucky. They should be paying to hear us sing. Okay, who's saying a prayer? Thank you.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this wonderful day today. Thank you for bringing us all together on our vocal strings. And please bless that we will always have the Spirit to be with us. And we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen. Thank you. Okay, so who's singing today, just so that we're ready? Okay, let's just go down the line. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're singing too? We got 5 people singing today? Cool. Let's do it.
I have a question. So I'm signed up to sing on October 30th, but you said I'm probably going to be singing my second song that day. Does that mean I won't be singing my first song in class at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we won't all sing all 3 of our songs. I know. But we'll...
Can I still?
Okay, so just in honor of one of our operatic superstars, her name is... She passed away on Sunday, so we want to listen to a recording of her. She's a Spanish soprano, international superstar, Montserrat Caballé, and she is a great singer, so we're going to listen. And a couple of things to listen to is the brightness of her voice throughout her range, especially as she goes down. Oh, the oh. And then just how she stays on her voice for every single note. This is Isaac. What? She's doing wrong.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I'm helping her know who you are. By the way, do any of you speak German? Okay, we're trying to find more people to join our German club. Okay, so listen. Oh, she's on her voice every note, so it's not unbelievable. It's always on her voice. Okay, it's not about loudness, about staying on your voice. Okay. Ooh. Where are we? Here we are. Ooh. Okay. This movie looks really cool, though.
Have you ever seen it?
No, there's a new movie.
Oh,
Is it really? It's like when they're older. Oh my god. That's good.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Cool. So just in honor of her and also listen to a beautiful voice, right? Okay, so going on. Okay, we're gonna talk about grades and responsibilities. Just make sure that we're all clear, we're feeling good. It's helpful to know where we've been, where we're going, so that we're all clear. So please ask any questions that you have. We are halfway to midterm, okay? So we're finishing our first songs this week and picking out our second song. At midterm is, I forget exactly when the recital is. I mean, I know the date, but
November 10th.
it's November 10th, but it's week 8 when all of our assignments have to be turned in. I don't remember if those are the same week or not, I guess is what I'm saying. So at midterm, the lecture of week 8, so this is week 4 today. The lecture of week 8, you need to have all of your assignments turned in up to that date, okay? And remember from the syllabus, if you're missing even one assignment, you cannot get an A in the course. Turn in all of your assignments. Don't let yourself get behind. They really are not that hard. You just have to stay up on it. And even if you have a redo, on any assignments, okay, so just keep up on those. We will keep track of lab attendance at that point, so if you're doing lab attendance, whoever you are, you'll turn those into me at that point. And I will give you a grade so that you can, with the actual rubric, I'll give you a rubric and you can see exactly where you are and say, okay, I've got to pick it up if I want to do better in this course for the second half, okay? So I think that will be helpful for you, but just know that that's on its way. Midterm, okay? You can't make up practice time the second half of the semester for the first half of the semester, right? Because we've already performed done our midterm performance, and same thing with our assignments, okay? So keep those up, okay? Practice records, this is up to you. Any way that you choose to keep track of your practice, Excel sheet, calendar, remember just write how many minutes each day, and then just a tiny list of what you did, okay? It's very brief, but make sure that you're keeping track of that. That's up to you. And then you'll just give me a total at midterm and then a total at the final, okay? Questions?
Total how many minutes?
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you a little bit more, but I think what we'll do is we'll do a weekly total and then just like a total up to that point.
okay, so like the writing of what we did is more just for us.
Yes.
Unless it's more
Yeah,
just
it's
for us.
just like what did you do? I sang these scales, I memorized this, I worked on, did my context, tried it, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have missed class for any reason, make sure that you are watching those videos so that you can make up for the in-class points. It's not my responsibility to find you when you miss class, okay? So you need to find our filming people. So you don't film usually, do you? Or do you?
Well, yeah, me and Sarah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes. Okay, awesome. So if you miss class, you need to contact either Jasmine or Sarah. They'll get you in the right direction. If, let's say that there's a technical issue, which happened in one of our other sessions and it just didn't film that day or whatever, then let me know, because I can give you the contact information of someone from one of the other sections, and we'll make it work. But it's your job to find those, okay? And are you guys just doing YouTube links, or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So they'll just have a YouTube link, they'll send it to you, watch the lecture and write a few notes. Okay? Lab sheets also will be due at midterm final, so make sure that you're filling those out each lab. Just a few notes of what you're learning or what you're hearing from
At
other
the
people.
midterm?
Yeah, we'll turn that in at midterm and final as well. Yep. Makeup for labs. There really isn't makeup for labs, unless it's like severe emergency, obviously. If you missed lab at the beginning of the semester because you added the class late, or then I've got a makeup activity that you can do, or if it's like, I got in a car wreck and I did, you know what I mean, if it's an emergency. Otherwise, you need to contact someone and switch, okay? So be thinking ahead. If something's going on, contact somebody and switch your labs, okay? I mean, it's just not really possible to make that up, you know what I mean? Just getting the 5 of us together and having that experience again. Okay, so Song 1 assessment is this week. And some of you have already done it, and was it deadly or what? It's gonna be just fine. So really it's just like passing off your song. So you're gonna sing it for me, memorize, and you're gonna perform it in my office just like you do here, announcing yourself, everything. I guess we don't have you walk in because you'd only walk about 1.5 feet, but other than that, it's the same. Announce yourself, sing it, and I'll give you a few suggestions, and then we're picking out your second song this week, okay? So that means that next Tuesday when we meet in class, context for song number 2 is due, okay? So if your assessment for song number 1 doesn't go very well, that's fine, you can redo it next week, but that's just pushing into your time for song 2. Does that make sense? So don't let yourself just relax saying, oh, I'm not really memorized, but I'll just try again next week. You know, do what you need to do, but just know that we're charging ahead, so we don't want to get behind on that. Okay? Questions? And going along with assignments, let's go ahead and pass your affects assignment in, unless you already turned it in, or it's online or whatever, but go ahead and pass them down this way. And could you bring them up to me?
Yeah.
Last week I left your assignments on here. I had to run back and get them. Okay, and then picking second song. So have an idea, you can look through the book. If you have an idea for your second song, that's great. If you don't have an idea of what you want to sing, that's also fine. I will have ideas for you. But if there's some songs that have looked interesting to you, I might say no, because it might not be a great song or I have a better idea for you, but you can have those ideas. Okay, any questions about grading? Yes?
Okay, so just to clarify, so then this week in our labs, we will be doing like a performance personally for you?
Yes.
Okay. And then that's how you're gonna kind of grade and
Yes.
our practicing and everything that we've done? Or I guess.
No, this is just like,
assessment.
yeah, this will just kind of be an assessment for the song.
Oh, okay, so it's not for a grade, it's just as like a personal.
I'll grade you, but it's just like, it's kind of like what you've been doing with your other assignments. If I feel like you need to redo it, I'll just give you a 0 on it, and then you can redo it next week.
Okay.
Yeah, so there'll be a grade attached to it. And we were talking in my other section, the numbers, like 35 or whatever for your assignments, that's just completely nothing. That means nothing. Okay, so don't worry. I've literally been giving you either 35 points or 0 points. 0 points meaning just do a little bit more, and I just tell you what to do, and then you get 35 points. And it's not like it's gonna add up like a math equation at the end. So I don't even know how many points your assessment is, but whatever it is, don't worry about it, just do it. You'll be great. You'll be just fine. Thank you. Yes?
So you said that, you mentioned something about if we added the class late, then we need to have another lab with you.
Well, we won't do another lab, but if you missed a lab, then I have an assignment for you to make up for it.
Okay. So then I should see after class back.
Yeah.
Or should I just?
Or you can email me or something. You get to watch an opera. It's a short opera. I didn't do like Wagner or something. Okay. Okay, so now in-class responsibilities. Please let me know. We're gonna talk about a few of these, but if you feel like your classroom responsibility is just too much to handle, I mean, I don't know, I just kind of thought of these assignments, right? So if it's just too much and it's not working, let me know. Ask me questions, visit with me. I designed the course, I tried to minimize what we were doing rather than maximizing it. So we're doing half an hour, 5 days a week of practicing instead of 45 minutes, 6 days a week. And the other courses, they have to write a 2-page single-spaced paper every week of the semester. I don't want to read them, you guys don't want to write them. So I feel like we've significantly reduced that and hopefully it's manageable, but let me know if your particular assignment isn't a great idea and we need to shuffle it around or share or whatever, we can make adjustments. So, well, let's talk about these just to make sure we're clear. Okay, performance locations I think are coming, right?
We already have a location
For the midterm?
Yep.
And a time?
Yep. November 10th, 7 to 9 p.m.
7 to 9, okay, get out your calendars.
It's in the snow 269, the recital hall here.
Does it have a sound system?
It does.
I assume it does, recital hall.
It should be pretty easy.
November 10th, you said?
November 10th.
November
It's a
10th.
Saturday.
7 to 9 p.m.
7 to 9 p.m., recital hall.
And that's when we're singing our second song.
This is when you'll sing your second song.
Is 2 hours fine? I feel like that's enough.
Yes,
time.
I think that should be fine.
Right.
The other teacher told me plan on like at least an hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
So I think that gives us at least some wiggle
We
room.
could, so the event that ends before us is it ends at 5, so we could book the 6.
Right, let's plan on it and we'll just go. I hate slow recitals anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get in there.
I like asleep at the end of it.
as in like this, when we'll practice this later, but I'm serious, like as in one person is bowing when they end their song and the other person's already walking in. Like it's just like, there's no pause in between clapping, it's just like sing, sing, okay? We'll practice that.
I like the thank you clap and welcome clap is the same.
It's the same clap.
It's the same clap.
It's the same, I'm all about
So
that.
that's exactly a month from tomorrow then.
Yep. Month from tomorrow, second song, you're gonna be great.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And then we have a month after that for our third song, before the final recital. Okay, so do we have a location set for our final recital?
Not yet.
Not yet,
I will talk to
but
you
it's in
about
the
that.
works. I've seen the emails, it's in the works.
Yes.
Great. Okay, Snow 269, which is recital hall. Okay, I need to take a picture of this too, 'cause come here, Montserrat Caballé, 7 to 9, that's what it looks like.
Wow.
She came back from the dead to sing for us. Okay. Good. Performance location. Filming class. Hey, we kind of covered this. Are we good? Okay, let me know if there's problem. Social media. How's the we group? What is it called
Group
again?
me.
Group me.
So I made the group me. Is everybody on it?
Is anyone struggling on either Facebook or Group Me?
I haven't made a Facebook page because
Okay.
I feel like everything can be covered in the
You're
group me,
feeling
but if you
comfortable
guys-
with Group
If
Me?
you guys
Okay.
feel like we need a Facebook page.
We don't have any Canadians in this class. Okay, the other class has like 17 Canadians and they're all struggling with the texting.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, no, it's just they have Canadian phones, numbers, so they can only text if they have Wi-Fi, and it's just like, it gets kind of tricky. I don't know how come all the Canadians ended up in that class. It's cool. Okay, lab attendance, make sure that we're taking lab attendance, questions on that, turn it in at midterm, and you'll see the date on the calendar, it says like, everything due this day. I don't remember what the day is, but it's on the calendar, so check that out. Okay, and I tried to put important documents on iLearn, so if you're struggling, it should have our syllabus, calendar, and a couple of those kind of important things that you need, so check that if you need. Performance calendar, how are we feeling with that? We had somehow we had 5 people signed up to sing today. Oh, was that my bad? Maybe I told you. That's okay.
So I'm in charge of that, and I made that and send it in the group me, and
Okay.
4 people, every week for the next 4 weeks.
Okay, who are the
5
4 that you did today? Because one
Um,
person could be off the hook, which
Ella, Douglas, Christine, Rachel, and Kate.
isn't that 5?
1, 2. Okay, so 5 people.
Okay, I was like, wait. Cool, we got 5 people today. That's perfect. That's just
I
fine.
think there's 5 people every week.
Yeah.
That's fine. That is fine. We'll get through it. You know what it
But,
means?
the October 30th ones, we won't be singing, none of us will be singing the first song though, like.
No. Oh yes. So
Well, why-
next week, the people who are singing can still sing the first song. After that, everyone's singing second song.
So 23rd
Oh.
and 30th will be second.
Does that help you feel a little better?
Not really, that's
Oh, really?
okay.
Okay, so next week, if you're performing in class next week, sing the first song.
So even though we're still in the recital, we're gonna sing the second song twice. Like we'll
Yes.
sing in class and then
Yes. Yeah.
That'll be better.
Yeah.
Any practice in class is good practice, right? Or any practice in lab is good practice. It's all relevant. I need to remember to tell my other section that because I forgot. Okay. Okay, etc. Anything else? Any class responsibility issues that we need to talk about?
But if you don't have a class
We need to
responsibility-
get you one. Okay.
I give you my sheet thing, but
I know. Yeah. No. We have something for you to
I'm
do.
really good at making comments in class.
You are good at that. That's a great
I
thing.
think I have to respond, but other people might as well. Like I think I'm supposed to do lab attendance and a program. Like,
Yes.
so maybe I can do lab attendance if you want to do the final program.
So, and it's for the final recital
Yeah.
that you were doing it? Yeah, so you can help us put together the recital program. It'll just be like, it's not fancy,
I'm
but
sorry.
I'll give you some examples. All of this that we do in class, by the way, is stuff that I've had to do professionally, like putting on events. I'll send you some examples. It's good. It's good to know how to put on an event. One day you might be like, I'm gonna put on a charity event. I don't know what I'm doing. It's okay. We can do it.
Okay. So create final program.
Yep. Okay. Check iLearn. I thought that when I wrote messages on iLearn that it went to your student email addresses. It does not. Okay? Does it go to your student email address?
If you have this setting in your Canvas iLearn, set to send notifications to your email, then it will be sent to your email. But if you don't have that setting, it'll only be sent to your iLearn, so you'll have no idea unless you're regularly
Where
checking
do I
it.
do that?
Okay.
So
So either change that setting or just check your iLearn. Okay? I send a message every week where I try to make sure that everyone's clear on where we were, where we are, where we're going. Okay? It has vital information, including I sent out Dropbox files of all of the recordings. Okay? If you didn't get it, I guess let me know, or maybe get it from somebody else. But it has all 3, the popular songs, the traditional songs, the art songs.
did you just send that this
No,
week?
I sent it like probably 2 weeks ago or something.
Oh, the one that says recordings?
Yeah, that one. Check them. Go back through if you have missed those or if you haven't been checking your iLearn. Just go back through and read those. I know they're annoying, but it'll just help you to make sure that you're feeling on top of it. Everything's where as it should be. Okay? Any other questions? Hey, we're gonna survive. It's gonna be great. Let's see. Okay, so let's go in our order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's first? We'll just start over here and work our way over. Wait, you're singing too today, right?
Can I not go first, please?
You're first.
I'm so
One,
excited.
it's so arbitrary, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Am I going to, wait, so do we have to stand off to the side?
Yep, you stand off to the side and come on everything. Because that's what we're gonna do in the
Like
recital.
right now, like all
Yep.
5 of us?
No, 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 just one person at a time.
I'm sorry.
Wow, I blabbed a lot today. Sorry. Okay, what's your song?
Danny Boy.
Okay, you can go ahead.
Hi, my name is Ella Fair, and I will be singing Danny Boy by Frederick Weatherly.
Great. Now pretend like you're in the recital hall where people are like half a mile away. And there's an old deaf grandma. And she wants to hear you. Okay, one more time.
Hi, my name is Ella Fair, and I will be performing Danny Boy by Frederick Weatherly.
Great, thank you. Okay, so where are you? What do you see? Come see up here.
Okay. So I decided that I was at a train station saying goodbye to my husband as he's having to leave.
Okay. Okay, so where is the train?
It's gone.
So it's, can you still see it? Not at all. Okay. So something that I think would be helpful for you is to be a little bit more specific about what you're seeing in your mind. I mean, obviously you're like looking off, so maybe the train went off that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so the train went off that way. Right now what we're seeing in your eyes is this. Just kind of like darting around a little bit. which is usually because you're thinking about singing as well. You've got so many things to think about. Okay, but something that can help us to get over that is being a little bit more specific. Like you're actually looking at, the steam as it leaves, or the hill that's in the way. But then there's other times where maybe other thoughts of him or other thoughts that connect you to him might take you away. Okay, so let's see, do you have your book? I keep forgetting until the first person. Could you have your books out for me as well? That's also kind of standard protocol for when it's done for people. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. So an idea might be, oh, Danny boy, the pipes of just like you're looking because you just saw him go, and that's what initiates you to start singing the song anyway. On and all the roses falling, it's you must go and I must die. So are you looking at roses? Maybe. So, oh Danny boy, the pipes are calling, from glen to glen and down the mountainside. And then you might look somewhere else. The summer's gone and all the roses dying. 'Tis you, and then it brings you back to him. Okay? So it's kind of a choreography of this. And you don't want it to look planned because you have the thought and that's what makes you sing, right? So it's like, oh, I'm seeing him go away. I just can't bear to look anymore. Oh, the roses, they're dying. But it's you must go and I must buy. But come ye back. So then you're still singing to him, but come ye back over here. Oh, when? But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white is with snow. And you might be looking around again, like, and this place is with snow. But I'll be here, da 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 da. That can be general. Oh, Danny boy, look again. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. Okay, so try to actually see something in your head and place it somewhere. It's like, I'm singing to this person, and there's a tree over here, and there's a river that's going that way. And then you're actually seeing it at specific times. Okay, great job. Thanks for being first. So brave. Thanks, who's next? Put on the red. No, what is it? Oh, the blue one.
Blue sky.
Blue skies. You can go ahead and introduce yourself, or go out.
Hi, my name is Douglas Larrabee. I'll be singing Blue Skies from the 1927 musical Betsy, written by the lyricist Irving Berlin.
Put your head down for a second, collect your thoughts. Good. Okay. Good. Here. You stay standing. So, just a little bit of what I'd like to hear from you is the long note sustaining.
Okay.
So specifically at the end, I heard nothing but blue skies from now on. said, blue skies from now on.
Okay.
It's more exciting. Okay, just try that right now.
Blue skies from
Skies. So
from
hit the
now-
target and move it a little bit.
Blue skies from now on.
Yes,
Okay.
good. So now, maybe we're on a kick in this class, I don't know. So just what you're seeing, I know from your paper, all the different things that you're seeing and what you're singing. But what we're seeing here is, it just feels almost random, okay? So sometimes you're looking at something specifically, and I think that Ella is when she sees a train driving away, right? Like she's staring at that spot where the train used to be, okay? Sometimes we're seeing something a little bit more general, right? Like I'm not actually looking at one bird, right?
Yeah.
Or I'm definitely not looking at the sun. But you can, as you're singing, be noticing the sun and the birds, right? So everyone just try this for a second. Look at like a brick on the wall and stare at it specifically. Now, widen your gaze and look at everything around you, even on the side, all at one time. Okay, within that sphere, your eyes just kind of move naturally. Because you're not like doing this thing. You're just kind of seeing this like beautiful scenery. So sometimes it's helpful in an instance like this to just kind of look around like in your peripheral vision. Okay? So I want you to sing it and look out this way, and there's birds and trees and sun and everything, but don't stare at one thing. Just think more about like opening your gaze all the way out to the sides and just kind of enjoying it. Okay, let's try it from the beginning, just quick.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Could you guys feel that? Like rather than looking at one thing. And it happens when we sing in sacrament meeting, because we generally don't plan it out. You know, someone gets up to sing a solo in sacrament meeting, and it's like, well, there's people over there and then people over there, so I guess it's like, you know, and it just starts to become this wander fest. Instead of like, am I saying a prayer? But maybe, you know, another thing you can do is put emotions a different place, like hope over here and fear over here. Those different affects that we talked about, you can kind of work with stuff like that, okay? But right now, this is a little more general. So just open it up and see this sphere. And then part of the song might be over here, and then another part of the song might be over here. And just do that on purpose. We'll just like sing a verse and make it up. Ready? Good. Yes. So much better. So much better. And I could see heads nodding like, yeah. And the thing is sometimes it's distracting. These little things can get distracting. Ladies, don't play with your skirts. That is so common. People just standing there like, twiddling my fingers, or conducting yourself. It's just like little things. Your eyes darting around can get distracting. And even if you don't notice that their eyes are darting, what you're getting from them is like, I'm nervous and I'm not 100% sure what to do with myself. Whereas him like this, it's like, oh yeah, he's got it. He's got this. Great job. Okay, Rachel, and I'll take your book too. Thank you. Oh yes, that's right. Do you know what page it is off the top of your head? Oh, perfect. Thank you. Okay. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Rachel Howard. I'll be singing Blue Skies by Irving Berlin.
really starting to hone in on that. Congrats. And it's also super hard to sing a song right after somebody else. But I saw you really, your eye energy was really, really great. So good job listening and not letting it psych you out too much. Okay, so for you, something that would be helpful is that you tend to just kind of wander your energy from foot to foot, just a little bit like this. And also it feels a little bit like hung back. So think, maybe go on your toes just a little bit. Get your chest out. Yes, that's a better energy. Blue sky, da 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 da, nothing but blue skies all day long. So just keeping your energy a little bit forward. Sing one verse like that, and even a little bit of energy in your arms. Like they can be here sometimes, but you don't want to, oh, actually you weren't doing this while you were singing anyway. Yeah, you had your arms out, but just keeping your energy. And then when you shifted your gaze, you could shift your energy to the other foot, but make it be on purpose. Sing just a little bit again. Ready. Oh, and tell your face how happy you are too. You're not nervous about singing because you're not in front of an audience. No one is here. You're just like looking around at this like awesome day, and tell us about it. Smile back. Lean forward, my back. Yes. Great. Good. That was awesome. Thank you. Where'd I put your book? So I was talking with our other sections. You can go ahead and get up and start getting ready. So we are ingrained in our DNA to have the fight or flight epinephrine hormone run through our bodies, right? We talked about this morning. Epinephrine running through our bodies when we're standing in front of people to sing, okay? It comes from the fact that when we lived in hunter-gatherer villages, things like that, each person had a job and they had to be, good at their job, and they couldn't stand out in a bad way. They had to do their job. And they were responsible. And if they weren't, they were kicked out of the village or killed. You know what I mean? It was survival. And when you stand up, it's like, my village is judging me. And it sounds funny, but it's really true. That fear that you feel, your sense of breathlessness, it's fight or flight. It's, they're judging me. And if I don't do my part, I could die. And you know that that's not true in your brain, but it feels that way in your body, right? So you lose your breath. Blue skies shining at me. And you're like, this is how I practice in the practice room. So that's part of our goal as singers is to get over that. We have to slow it down and go into that moany feeling where you're not singing. Don't sing. Blue skies smiling at me, ah, ba, 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 ba. Because then you're connected to your core. Okay, everyone put your hand on your core. Say, ha, 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 ha. Now cry. Now moan like you're sick. Okay, these are what we call primal sounds, meaning humans are born making these sounds, right? It's not like you learn them. They just come, and they come from your very core, okay? If you're not singing correctly, then you're not singing from your core, and you're going to go, and that's what happens when you're nervous, okay? So connect to your core. And then you can't help but be connected. There's no way to not be connected to your core, Okay? Great. So we're all judging you, and if you don't do well, we're gonna eat you. We just became a cannibal village. Okay, go ahead.
My name is Christine, and I will be singing Goodnight My Someone from the musical The Music Man, written by Meredith Wilson.
I think overall engaging, I can see your emotion on your face and different ways that you looked was really good. So I think number one for you is getting into the Moni place more, okay? And then number two is opening up on the top notes, which is just, ingrained, it's not the training that your body knows how to do. Like how often do you have to go? Never. Until now. And so you just have to train your body. Good night, say good night.
Good
Night. Good night.
Good night.
Yes, better. Good. The tongue just kind of needed to fill it just a little bit. And it did. Good night, my someone. Good night, my love. Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
Yes, not I eat. I eat my someone. Sleep tight, my love. Stop. Open. Yeah. Okay, now sing just that first part. I'll play it for you. It's quicker. Ready? Good night. Lean into it. Good night. Just say that.
Good night.
Yeah. Now do it on the pitches, but don't sing it. Moan it.
Good night.
Much better. Okay. Open. No. Think Good night. Night. One more time.
Good night.
Yes. Now sing it. Ready? And.
Good night, my son. Good night, my love.
My love. Say that.
My love.
Ma. It's Ma. Yes. My love. Do that. Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
Yes.
Sleep tight.
Oh. Say Mamma Mia.
Mamma mia.
My love.
My love.
Yes, ma. And then get your lips around it. Ma.
My.
Yeah, so we'll have to work on that because when you do lips, your tongue does a little weird thing. That's okay. It's just okay. Things get connected, but this is much better than where it was. Great job. Yay! What's that? Oh, yes. Yes, we can do that. Or I can play for you, which is it different? It's different?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
different.
it's on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
This one has to be stopped at 140.
Okay, great. Okay, go ahead and go out and bow for us.
Hi, I'm Kate Johnson, and I'm going to be singing My Country 'Tis of Thee by Samuel F. Smith. My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the Pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, good freedom ring. My native country thee, land of noble free, thy name I love. I love thy rocks and rills, thy hills and templed hills, my heart forever thrills.
Good. Good. Oh, I should have let it go just another second, but good. Okay. I loved how you were saying on your mom for most of the phrase until the very last, or like the last note of each phrase. My country 'tis of thee, thee. My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. Hit the target, even on the last note of every phrase. It's right before you breathe, so the temptation is to go thee, and then breathe. But thee, and then breathe. Great job. Okay. I'll send out an email for next week. And have a great week. Good singing.
So, am I going to be performing my first song in our lab?
Yes. No, wait. Your lab is on Mondays?
So,
Didn't you already do it?